Okay, so if you're alone, your mother's not there. So the first part, your mother's not there, your father's not there. Dua, cela veut dire. Okay, he's not there. Okay, maintenant, sire wa mato.
Sire wa mato. Sire, on s'appelle sire, comme tu es seul. Ton maman et ton père, tu es seul.
Okay, so you are alone. So sire is like you're oh, you're the last child. Bolokada is the last child. But yeah. Okay. So someone who's broken. So they're gonna cry. Wafe. So wa means wafe is the verb to cry. So the last child cries. And then the mama nebala. So the mother's not here, the father's not here, the last child cries, and the mother's not here. La maman est décédée, le papa est décédé. La maman died, the papa's died.
Well, this is sad.
And has nothing to do with seduction.
Yeah. Where's the connection with the sexy dad?
So it doesn't have to do with like a rite of passage, moving from your parents' home to your adult, like being married. It has more to do with that.
Que c'est pas à cause de maintenant tu es grandi et tu es seul dans la vie, ou c'est plus que la maman a quitté et le papa a quitté.
Non. Quand tu es seul, même si c'est toi, par exemple, toi.
Parce que ma mère, ils sont vivants, mais moi je suis loin de it kind of
For some reason.
so it points a little bit to their relationship to family. Like here I am, like I'm a long way from my mother and father and totally happy. But for them, that like in the way that Mamadi is really like, it's different. Like I come here, of course his life is now moving there, God willing. But they don't do, they don't move out. They go maybe from one family, like their own family to another family. But like they're just missing, grieving, missing. Like, oh, you're far away from your mother, you're alone.
Combien de temps est-ce que les enfants vivent avec leurs parents? Jusqu'à quel âge?
Ici, ouais.
C'est comme 20
Nous ici, jusqu'à la mort.
So
quand tu es marié.
Up until what time do we live with the family? She said up until you're dead or until you're married. She lives with her mother. Yeah.
Chaque fois tu es avec ta maman.
All the time you're with your mother.
Sauf le mariage.
Unless you get married, then the woman, but the man still stays.
So I know those go hand in hand, I guess.
Oh, really? The woman lives at the man's house.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. You should interview her about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's some, she's really grounded. She's willing to talk about excision and stuff like this. Yeah. And she's smart and grounded and willing to open up her culture to strangers, right? And but like in the village, a girl will grow up here. Typically not fall in love with someone in that village. Almost always it's someone from the neighboring or 2 villages away. And so when that day comes for her to get married, she like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. She has to like leave and go to this man's house. She probably doesn't even know.
I say it's an arranged marriage?
Frequently, not so much anymore these days. Kind of that part, even in the village, is starting to change, but it's still intact. She goes to the new village, and then there's all these things around marriage that have her feel more welcome. All the sisters, first of all, many of her sisters and mothers and aunts and grandmothers come with her for the marriage, and then get her arranged for the first time. but then all the sisters of the new husband come. There's a lot of woman stuff. Cool. But, like, it's a deal. Mom and these 3 sisters got married this year, and they had to leave, and I got them on the phone. I'm like, oh God, you got married! And Mommy's like, it's such a great celebration. It's so great when the girls get married off. It's such a success, and they really are happy. But, like, for them, it's like the first night of my life, hopefully, ever, in the history of ever. Like, it's scary. Now, one of them's here, one of them's here, one of them's here. They're all close, because it's concrete. J'explique que toi, vous êtes disponible d'expliquer les choses de culture. Mais surtout, on a des questions pour les femmes et pour toi, et je dis que toi, tu es complètement disponible, même si on a la question de l'excision de femmes, parce que nous, en Algérie, de ça, tu es ouvert de parler ça, les garçons ici sont ouverts de ça, et que pendant le temps de mariage, si c'est là-bas au village, c'est la fille ne va pas marier là-dedans dans le même village, c'est un autre, peut-être 1, 2, 3. Donc, le jour de sa mariage, elle va quitter chez elle. Elle va ça fait mal. Et maintenant, c'est les femmes et les sœurs de le garçon, les tantes de le garçon, la grand-mère, la maman de le garçon. Avec un peu de ici, ils vont célébrer beaucoup de choses femmes. Mais un jour viendra que les autres quittent et font la vie et elle est seule. Et ça gâte mon cœur comme ça, parce que même nous on va à l'université, on est seul comme ça, c'est normal, parce que notre famille c'est un peu séparée. Mais la façon dont vous êtes famille, ça fait mal. So I just kind of said what it's
Go back though, you visit your family.
Not always. She's got a big life. She's got to prepare food. She's got to clean the house. She's got jobs to do every single day. Who's gonna cook if she's not there? So she doesn't. Even though the people. Village is like 25, 30-minute, hour and a half walk to one village. You know, like one way. Ils ont dit que dès qu'elle est mariée, elle peut se retourner et c'est pas si vite. C'est pas si vite. Peut-être 2 fois chaque année. Yeah, if it's closer, that's different. Not close. If there's the distance, it's not easy to. It's like, I'm like, you know. Like imagine being a mom and your girl.
Quand les femmes se marient, est-ce que c'est difficile de déménager?
Because the marriage isn't so bad, so like you feel trapped. And unless you die or he dies, there's really not formal divorce. No, certainly in the village, there's start things to be here. And if your husband dies, si hasta por ahí, ton mari est mort, c'est le petit frère ou bien le grand frère qui va te marier.
What?
C'est
Brother
pas possible. So the custom is that if c'est lui qui va prendre. Okay, so it's wrong. It's like a bad thing to die single. So you are married, God forbid, you're married, you have kids, your husband died, his next brother, his next older brother, next younger brother will marry you. And they will be wife.
It's not forced.
Husband. But it's not forced. But it happens. It still happens.
And then when they marry, can they marry someone else too?
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually getting more against the rules for a man to marry more than one woman. It's now against the rules here in Conakry. So if you're married to a woman, you have to get the permission of that woman written in the state, you know, like to get another wife. Comme maintenant c'est un peu interdit de faire le mariage avec 2 femmes. Tu peux faire le mariage, mais si tu gagnes la permission de la première femme, the signature.
Has that been from women wanting that change? Like, where does that come from?
So she's saying these days, she said from before, it was like, multiple wives, multiple wives.
Yeah.
Baba has multiple wives.
Yeah.
Et si la femme veut se marier avec un autre homme et elle a la permission de l'homme, elle pourrait faire ça. Si la femme veut se marier avec un autre homme et elle a la permission de son mari de marier de se marier.
Est-ce qu'elle peut faire pareil? Non.
She said if a woman has the permission of her husband, can she go marry another man?
Non, pas du tout.
Non.
So polygamy has been around and has been a big institution. So the
If you're separated, you could.
yeah, like Baba. Yeah. Yeah.
How many wives does Baba have?
He's had 7. One is dead, 2 are from 6. One is dead, 2 are divorced.
They live here?
It's a pretty big point of contention.
Do they?
We had a big sit-down. Meeting when they pulled me aside and sat me down. The second. The first one is not really here, and then we can have this conversation another time.
Okay.
The most recent one is here.